Hi friends, welcome to Easy Nurse, where nursing education made easy. So, we are here for deliver you some important questions on the sociology for your upcoming exam. So, if you miss this video, you will not able to crack the exam with a good score. So, let's start the today's session for take the good score in your upcoming exam. So, first question is, explain the importance of sociology in nursing profession. So, we know sociology is nothing but it's a study regarding our society. So, why it's important in the nursing profession for the nurses? So, sociology which is plays a vital role in the nursing profession, especially for the staff nurse, by providing the proper care for the patients based on their culture, their values, their beliefs as per their caste and religion. So, see, first importance, understanding the patient behavior. So, sociology, this helps the nurses to understand how the social factors, as example, the family, as example, community, culture, beliefs, everything, how it's impact the patient's health as well as the behavior. So, based on that, we can provide the care as well as we can communicate with the patient. Next is enhancing the communication. So, enhancing communication is nothing but it's some social factor is there which helps the nurse to equip the communication with the patient. So, what will happen? We can get the proper history, proper data for them from the patient regarding their disease condition as well as regarding their beliefs as well as culture. So, we can't cross that barrier. So, based on that, we have to provide the proper treatment as well as we have to managing the proper disease conditions. Okay. So, next is holistic patient care. So, what you mean by holistic patient care? Holistic is nothing but it helps the nurses to address not just the physical needs but also the psychological, social and as well as cultural aspect of the patient care. So, what will happen? So, if we can understand the psychological factor as well as social factor, so what is the disease condition? So, based on the disease condition as well as based on the factor, we can provide the proper diet as well as proper things for the patient. Next is role in community health nurse. So, sociology mainly helps nurses to understand the community structure which enabling them to design as well as implement the public health intervention. Okay, so that's why sociology is important for to know for the staff nurse. Okay, next is promoting the cultural competence. Promoting cultural competence is nothing but like knowledge of the diverse culture and social norms. So what happened? It allows the nurses to provide the culturally sensitive care and respecting the values and beliefs of the patient in the full community area as well as in the hospital settings. Next is strengthening the nurse-patient relationship. So, if we can able to understand their social factor as well as their economic factor or their mental stability, so what will happen? It will help to improve the strengthen the nurse as well as patient relationship. So, based on this barrier, if we can talk or if we can communicate with the patient, so what will happen? The patient also feel free to talk with us. Okay, so that's why there's now to build the proper nurse-patient relationship, sociology is one of the important factor. So, next is explain the characteristics of the caste system in India. So, we know in our India, in our society, there are many types of caste are there, right? So, why it's important? What are the characteristics of the caste system in our India belongs in our society? So, see, first is the hierarchical structure. So, in the caste system, they are divided into the four type of the varnas. Okay. So, what are the four types? First is the Brahman. Next is the Kshatriya. Next is the Vaishya and last is the Shudra. So, these beyonds are like Dalits. Some people are there that is called Dalits, which is formally referred to as the untouchable people. So, these are the hierarchical structure of the caste system in our India or society. Next is hereditary membership. Membership in a caste which is determined the birth as well as which cannot be changed. From the birth itself, there are belongs in that particular caste system. So, that is called hereditary membership. So, a person which is belongs in the same caste as per their parents. Next is the endogamy. Endogamy is mainly related to the marriage. So, marriage is strictly confined within the one's caste. So intercaste marriage were traditionally discouraged and often stigmatized. So in our society, some family, they are not allowing this intercaste marriage as well as interreligion marriage. Okay, so that is the endogamy is one of the factor of our caste system. Next is occupational socialization. So based on the occupation, the socialization process is happening. Okay, so that is called occupational specialization. So specific occupation which is traditionally associated with a particular caste. For instance, Brahmin. Brahmin is nothing but like who are doing the puja and all. So those people are called as a Brahmin. Okay, so these are the example. So next is the social restriction. So in the social restriction, such as dining or physical proximity, were historically restricted between members of different caste of to maintain the purity of the special caste. Okay. So next character like concept of purity and pollution. So caste which is ranked according to the perceived ritual purity. So contact with the lower caste was traditionally seen and polluting by the higher caste. So some higher caste people, they are believing like if untouchable people, they are entering into their caste, so it will be polluted. So next is the segregation. Segregation is nothing but like members of the different caste often lived in the segregated areas. Access to share the resources like water or temples was restricted for the lower caste. Next is the hierarchical privilege. So higher caste which are enjoyed the privilege like education, then communication, as well as ownership, then political power, while lower caste, they are not allowed. Next is the social mobility. So the caste system which is historically didn't allow the social mobility, includes could not move between the caste during their families. Next is the religions sanction. So the caste system are traditionally justified through religious text as like the Manusmriti, so which prescribe the roles and duties of the each Bharna. So based on the Manusmriti's rules of our society, the each and every Bharnas means each based on the hierarchical structure, they are used to play their role. Next is the modern changes. So what are the modern changes is happening in our caste system? So first is the legislation and social reforms. So the Indian constitution which is prohibits the discrimination based on the caste and promotes the affirmative action for the scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. So nowadays the caste is some families they are maintaining, but maximum families or maximum society they are not maintaining this caste system. So they are unity. Okay, so that is the legislation and social reforms. Next is urbanization. So migration. Migration means from village area to urban area. They are moving back. Okay. So that is called organization as well as the migration. So to cities has weakened some traditional caste barriers. So mainly in the urban areas, some people they are maintaining, but maximum people they are not maintaining. So that's why it's called as urbanization. Next is education and then awareness. So after migration or after urbanization, the educational level as well as their knowledge level regarding this society, everything is improved. So that's why based on that, their mental setup is also going to be changed. Okay, so that is called education and awareness. So next is the different types of the marriage, and this is the most important questions for as 10 marks, 5 marks as well as the 2 marks. Okay, so just you read well these questions very much, and definitely it will come on your exam either in 10 mark, 5 mark or 2 mark. Okay, so discuss that different types of the marriage. So what do you mean by marriage? Marriage is nothing but it's a socially as well as the legally bounded relationship between a man as well as woman. Not only man and woman, as well as their families also. Okay, so which is characterized by the responsibilities, their caring, everything. So see the types. First is the monogamy. What do you mean by monogamy? Monogamy is nothing but it's a marriage which one individual has only one spouse at a time, means one man and one woman. So types is like serial monogamy. Serial monogamy is nothing but suppose one after the death or after divorce, one woman they used to marry one guy. Okay, so that time it's called as serial monogamy. So prevalence is like mainly more traditional area as well as in urban settings it's usually happen. Okay, so example most western countries. Next is the polygamy. Polygamy is nothing but when one woman is to usually marry the different kind of the people, means more than one men. Okay, so that time it's called as polygamy. So types as like polygyny. Polygyny is nothing but like a man has more than one wife, means one man but 2 or 3 wife. Okay, so that time it's called as polygyny. It's mainly happen the patriarchal society. What do you mean by patriarchal society? Means which family is used to run by the owner or the boy or the man. Okay, so that time it's called as patriarchal society. So it's mainly practiced in some Islamic as well as Athenian culture. Next is the polyandry. So polyandry is nothing but a woman has one more than one husband. Okay, so that time it's called as polyandry. It's mainly happen in the matriarchal society. Matriarchal is nothing but like where which family is run by the woman. Okay, so next type is like endogamy. So what do you mean by endogamy? Endogamy is nothing but marriage is usually happen with a specific group or area, caste or ethnic group. Okay, so purpose like preserve the culture as well as the social unity and maintain the group identity. So example like marriage within the same caste in traditional Indian society. So next type is like exogamy. Exogamy is nothing but when marriage is usually happen outside one's own social group, clan or type. So that time it's called as exogamy, and purpose like encourage the alliances and reduces the risk of inbreeding. So example marriage between the members of the different clans or communities. Next is the arranged marriage. What do you mean by arranged marriage? Like a marriage which is arranged by the families or the elders, defined based on the culture, social as well as the economic consideration. Prevalence like common in South Asia, the Middle East as well as traditional societies in our India. Next is the love marriage. So love marriage is nothing but when a marriage where the partners they found each other based on the mutual love as well as affection. So that time it's called as a love marriage, and prevalence more common in the modern and urbanized society. So what is the significance? It reflects greater individual autonomy as well as the choice. Next is the same-sex marriage. Is nothing but a legally or socially recognized marriage between two individuals between the same sex, like two girl or two men like this. Okay, so that time it's called as same-sex marriage. So what is the legal status which is recognized in many countries such as Canada, USA as well as parts of Europe, but still constricted in some regions. Okay, so significance like reflects the growing acceptance of right and equality. Okay, so these are the types of marriage. So next we are going to see regarding explain the health problems in the rural community. So what do you mean by rural community? Is a tribal as well as hilly area or some other region where the communication is also not good, health system or healthcare system or the progression of the healthcare system is also not there. So this kind of things or this kind of places is called as a rural place. So in that case sometimes sanitation is also not there properly, they are not maintaining the hygiene properly, they don't know how to maintain all the social factors, everything. Okay, so that's why the people who are belongs under this rural area, they are getting more diseases. Okay, so what are the health problems in they are facing based on the disease? So let's see in this particular questions. Okay, so first is limited access to the healthcare service. So what are the problems? Like insufficient healthcare facilities. Okay, they are not able to serve the proper healthcare facilities in that area such as hospital or the clinics. Okay, next is lack of specialized medical service as well as the diagnostic tools. Next is long travel distance to the healthcare provider. So if one person they are sick, so if they want to ship the patient to hospital means they have to travel long distance. Okay, so that's why long travel distance to the healthcare providers. So what is the impact? Like delayed treatment, lower disease prevention as well as higher mortality rates. Next is shortage of healthcare professionals. Shortage of healthcare professionals in the sense like in that area, doctors, number of the doctors, nurses as well as other healthcare workers are also less. So that's why few numbers of those particular healthcare professionals are present there. So high turnover rates due to lack of the amenities and professional opportunities. So what is the impact? Like increase the workload for available staff, means where it is available, so for them the workload is going to be improved, increased, and as well as quality of care also going to be low. Okay, so next high burden of the communicable disease. So problems are like high prevalence of disease like tuberculosis, malaria as well as diarrheal disease is present more. Then poor sanitation, lack of the clean drinking water and inadequate waste disposal. So what is the impact? Like frequent outbreak of the diseases as well as the poor health outcomes. So next is maternal and then child health issue. So in this kind of the poor rural area, the mother, they don't know how to take care during the pregnancy as well as after the delivery. Okay, so that's why what is happening, mother as well as the child, they both are affected with the disease and the mortality rate of mother as well as fetus is also increased. So what is the problems? Like high rates of maternity mortality due to lack of the skilled birth attendants. Okay, next is malnutrition and anemia is the common factor in this kind of the rural area. Next is limited access to the immunization as well as the pediatric care. So what is the impact? Like increase the infant as well as the child mortality rate. Next is the malnutrition. So they don't know what the food actually they need to give for the children after the birth based on their age group. So what is happening? Like marasmus, kwashiorkor as well as vitamin A deficiency, iron deficiency, calcium deficiency, everything is happening for the children. So that's why mortality rate of the children of fetus as well as the children is going to be increased. Okay, so that's why high prevalence of the undernutrition is happening in this rural area. So that is called under malnutrition. So if the children is having the malnutrition, so what is happening? Like stunt growth, weakened immunity as well as poor cognitive development. Next is the non-communicable disease. So what are the problems? Like rising the cases of hypertension, then diabetes, then cardiovascular disease due to the lifestyle changes. They're not maintaining the proper lifestyle. They don't know how to maintain, even though there is not a proper source of income for them. Okay, so for every factors, the non-communicable diseases raise also is going to be increased. Next is limited awareness and access to for the screening as well as the for the treatment. So sometimes if something happen means they are going and they are taking some medications and they are having, but they are not screening properly. So what happened? What is the main cause for this disease? They are usually not finding. Okay. So what is the impact? Increase the morbidity as well as the premature death. So next is the substance abuse. So high rates of alcohol and tobacco uses is there in the rural areas. So addictions to the locally brewed alcoholic beverage. So what is the impact? Chronic health problems, financial strain as well as the social issues. Next is occupational health hazard. So sometimes the people, their high exposure to the physical labor, agriculture, chemicals as well as the unsafe working conditions. So what is happening? Due to this unsafe environment, some people they are going for the bagosis, then silicosis, many kind of diseases they are getting. Okay, so what is the impact? Like chronic illness as well as the physical disabilities. Next is lack of health education. So what is the problems is happening due to lack of health education? Like limited awareness about the hygiene, the nutrition and preventive health care. So cultural practices and traditional beliefs is which is entering the modern healthcare adoption. So what is the impact? Like persistence of the preventable disease as well as the health complication. Next is environment and then climate related health issues. Okay, so what is the problem? Like polluted water as well as polluted air, all time conserving. So what is happening? The vector-borne disease also going to be increased as well as the system of their body is also going to be impacted. So climate related changes like droughts and floods which is affecting the food security for them, because maximum people of the rural area, they are mainly based on the land. So that's why there is no kind of food security due to this the climate changes. So what is the impact? So if food they are not getting the proper food, so malnutrition as well as the health crisis should be increased for them. Okay, so next is explain the health hazards of the alcoholism. Many people of our society, they are taking the alcohol. So excessive consumption of the alcohol, it will impact our mainly GI system. So what are the health hazards is happening? So discuss in this questions. First is physical health hazard. So in this the liver disease. So what kind of liver disease they'll get? Like alcoholic hepatitis, cirrhosis as well as the fatty liver. Next is the cardiovascular problem. So if the GI system will be impacted, obviously it will affect in our heart, right? So due to this, many cardiovascular problems they are facing. So what are that? First is hypertension, next cardiomyopathy, arrhythmias, as well as the increased risk of the stroke, means both ischemic as well as the hemorrhagic stroke. Next is the gastrointestinal issue. So what are the gastrointestinal issue? Like as example, gastritis, pancreatitis, as well as the esophageal varices. Is nothing but like swallowing veins of the esophagus. Okay. So next is the nervous system damage. So under this peripheral neuropathy, we can see as well as the Wrinkles-Korsakoff syndrome. Sometimes in 2 marks they will ask you like what is the Wrinkles-Korsakoff syndrome. Okay. So it's nothing but it's a severe brain disorder which is happening due to this thiamine deficiency. Mind it, due to this thiamine deficiency is happening, its impact on your brain, which is characterized by the memory loss as well as the confusion. See, this is the most important topic for Viva questions as well as for 2 marks questions. What is the Wrinkles-Korsakoff syndrome? You have to remind it, it is due to happen because of the thiamine deficiency and it is impacted on your brain, which is characterized by the memory loss as well as the confusion. Next is the cancer risk. So what is the cancer risk? Alcoholism, which is increase the risk of cancer, particularly mouth, throat as well as esophagus, then liver, breast as well as colon and then rectum. Next is the mental and behavioral health hazard. So under this, like cognitive impairment, due to excessive accumulation, it will impact in your nervous system. So that's why cognitive impairment should be there. Then depression, anxiety will be increased. Alcohol induced psychosis will be increased, as example delusion, hallucination as well as the confusion. Next is the increased risk of the suicide. Okay. So next we are going to see regarding social and behavioral health hazard. So under this, like accident and injuries, it should be more, because some people they are taking the alcohol and they are riding their bike or car. So what will happen? The prone of the accidents is going to be increased. Next is the violence and aggregations. Alcohol, which is often linked to the domestic violence, then assaults as well as the other criminal behaviors. Next is the neglect of the responsibilities. So alcoholic person who are coming the home after consumption of alcohol, so that time what is happening? They neglect their responsibilities or social or professional or families responsibilities, which is leading to the social isolation. Next is the reproductive health hazard. So under this reproductive health hazard, like infertility. So due to excessive alcohol consumption, the person, male as well as female, if they are taking or consuming more alcohol, infertility is one of the factor. Next is the birth defect, like fetal alcohol syndrome might be seen. Then sexual dysfunction. Alcoholism can lead to the reduced libido, erectile dysfunction. So next is addiction related health hazard, like withdrawal syndrome sometimes is happening. So withdrawal from alcohol, which can cause the symptoms such as seizure, then tremors, hallucinations, as well as in severe cases delirium tremendous. Okay. So sometimes they will ask what is the delirium tremens? Delirium tremens is nothing but it's one of the example of the withdrawal syndrome. Okay. So next is the malnutrition. Malnutrition is happen like alcohol, which interferes the absorption of the essential nutrients which are the which you are consuming from the food. So alcohol is interfering in that kind of the absorption. So what is happening? Malnutrition is happening. Next is the sleep disorder. Next, last is the financial and then social consequences. So under this, financial burden due to medical cost as well as the loss of productivity, then strained relationship and loss of the social support, then legal issue due to accident of the violent behavior. Okay. So in this session, I discussed some important questions of the sociology for your upcoming exam. Study well and follow our easiness. So thank you.